Oh, and we are already live. Look at that. Oh, and we are. And there we go. We got audio. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Air Racing League after a week hiatus from yours truly. We weren't able to make the Indianapolis race, but we are here for what is Auto Club. Oh, excuse me. And 13 drivers in the field for tonight's event. And I gotta get back into my stream here, so that way. Grizzle is doing me a solid. Very good. This is also, before everything gets underway, the last race before the before the start of the Season 3 playoffs. And right now, 19mm is holding on to that last playoff spot with Digibuds. Unable to make the field for tonight, sitting just behind him in 13th, which should be enough to lock him in. So right now, it's just adjusting the top 12. We got the countdown going. We're hopping in. And I am severely out of practice. There we go. Okay. Auto Club, going to be a good one here. Very wide track. Lot of drafting that's going to happen. So we'll be able to see how these guys handle the long straightaways and the very long tri-oval. As right now the driver's looking to load themselves in. Hopefully we don't have too much calamity, so that way I don't have to work too dang hard. And 1-9 sitting on the pole, leading the 38 of JRC Indy to the green. We are live from Auto Club. And we always go to our look back cam, make sure everybody can get through turns 1 and 2 safely. Indy trying to hold strong on that outside. Over the 12 of Mudweiser. The 88 of Involved Tense running a little maroon scheme as he starts falling back. The 8 of JE Racing starting to move up through the field, but now we got a little bit of 3 wide as they come out of 2. Indy trying to stay in the tire tracks of 1-9. That be the 5 of Dobbs who runs the high line. He does have a good run on the 8 at least through the high side. Little bit of contact as they come out of turn 2. Off the wall. Here is your championship points leader, the 64 of Lord Grizzle. Oh, there's 2 around. The 5 and the 12. And we got to see some amazing evasive maneuvers by the 64. And he kept it under him too. Normally, some drivers might spin out after that, but he keeps all 4 wheels under him and the yellow flag flies. As 19mm was involved in that wreck. He's back here with the 88. So your leader right now is JRC Indy. Another guy we gotta look out for is your dual win driver, Private Patton, back here in the 9. 1-9 starting up front. Who's that there with him starting on the pole? That is Racer X in the very brightly colored, 57, and they're back green, 1-9, up high with a better start. He's gonna get by the 57 and lead him into 1. The 38 now by the 57 of Racer X, not having the turn 1 entry he was planning on. As Involved Tense in the 88 goes up to 3rd. Here comes the 33 of Federico. He's up to 3rd, or at least fighting for it. Diving to the inside of Involved Tense. He is through. 33, a must-watch driver. Week in and week out, right now in the tire tracks of 19mm, your race leader. And now 2x2. The 88. It's a little squirrely into 1. Oh! Federico into the wall, and now around after getting squirrely, trying to come off. Multiple cars collected up in that. But we stay green. Are we going to throw the manual yellow? Yes. Manual caution flies. Not gonna lie, dude, 19mm is not liking all these yellows as he started on the pole, and every time he gets the lead, he drives away. But look who he's got behind him. The 9 of Private Patton has worked his way up from the back of the field all the way to 2nd, and is looking to start alongside the 45 as we get ready to go green. Or when we go green right now, though, we have the pit stops to get done and over with. 29 laps here in stage 1. 8 completed. We'll have completed 9 once these drivers go down pit road. Drivers trying to squeak through. Gain a little bit of time on each other by ducking all the way to the bottom. That's what you saw the 5 of Tristan Dobbs do. But we'll just stick with our race leader, the 45 of 19mm. He will actually have the 2nd pit stall, even though he started on the pole. A 9 of Private Patton. Ooh, a little bit of fuel and go here by the 64 and the 57. Everybody else taking tires, and it's actually the 45 who just beats out the 9. So we were correct in saying that the 45 and the 9 would start side by side, but it's actually the 57 of Racer X and the 64, of Lord Grizzle will be your drivers of 1st and 2nd. A little bit of strategy coming into play as the 2 drivers up front feel like they didn't need to get tires. They just went fuel only. I don't even think that was long enough for a 2-tire stop. So but here we go, getting ready to drop the green again and get the 10th lap complete and start lap number 10. Green flag is out. What a jump by the 57. But the help with the 64 of Lord Grizzle. And he will get the better run through turn 1. Oh, but he's on the apron. He's around. Collects 1-9. Too much apron. slow-mo around. And the yellow flag will fly, whether manually or in game. As right now, it's a race to the line, and it will be Indy. Oh, never mind. No yellows. Now the 38 of Indy drops to third, as that is the 5 of Tristan Dobbs, who's moved himself up into second. But right now, your leader, two-time winner this season, the 9. Dobbs, though, still looking for, I believe, his first win on the year. Right, I believe he has a stage win. He does. He has 2 stage wins, actually, but no actual race win. So 2 playoff points the 5 has. But right now, has to get by his old car. As I believe the guys involved in that crash just wanted to get a couple of green flag laps in to get it closer to the end of the stage, or to get it to the end of the stage. Then they'll cross the B side when they get there. But right now, battle for the lead. The 5 to the inside of the 9. The help with the 5. The 88 of Involved Tense goes with the 5. Look at the drafting going through the tri-oval. Indy going to go to the bottom too. Involved 10's going to miss the bottom, and that's going to slide him up into the 9. And now, almost 3 wide. Involved 10's trying his best to save it. He does. And now move the 5 of Tristan Dobbs to the lead. You're now 14 coming on to 15 laps completed in stage 1. Dobbs giving up the bottom. Lets the 9 go through, and now the 88 of Involved 10. So he has to let off real bad to save that car. Tried the outside line there. That did not pan out. Now the 38 of JRC Indy will look to the bottom of the 5 to try and get third. Oh, Dobbs is around. Contact between Dobbs and Indy sends the 5 around. I really wish I had in-car or racer chat, so that way I could hear what kind of awesome things are being said to each other. But we don't get the tea here on Twitch, so right now, Involved Tense putting the heat to the 9 of Private Patton. Oh, missing the bottom, though. That's going to leave it open for JRC. But the draft help goes with the 88. He's right in the 9's draft. Side drafted by the 38. Kind of slows Involved Tense down a hair. They are still side by side as they come out of 4. Just love wide angles in these corners that you can literally go 4 or 5 wide into. Well, these two just do not want to stop racing each other, as we're now on 2 laps side by side. Oh, Indy trying a little bit of side draft. Not going to work. Involved Tense takes back the 2nd spot. And Indy dropping down to 3rd. Gave it a hell of a shot after the 88 missed the corner. And now here comes the 33 of Federico and the 12 of Mudweiser to join the fight for 2nd. Federico electing to take the high line where the 88 currently occupies. But that also means he can get in the 88's draft. A little bit of a pinch, too, by the 38, trying to squeeze, or by the 33, trying to squeeze the 38 down to the bottom, and it pays off. He's through to 3rd, now to 2nd, and Federico, after the spin, has worked himself back into the top 3. A little bit of dust up from one of the cars, one of the soon-to-be lap cars in the back. Right now, 19 of 29 laps completed. Everybody gonna join into a line here. Line of 4 to try to catch one car. That is the 9 of Private Patton, who is comfortably sitting in the 57's draft just to make sure he's that little bit of an advantage to keep himself ahead of the 4 cars chasing him down. And what a job by this 9. These 4 cars behind him don't got a thing. As now green flag stops are underway to get us to the end of the stage. The 64 of Lord Grizzle on pit road. But now the 9 continuing to break away from the 4 guys behind him. And now coming down pit road is the 9, the 38, the 33, and the 12 stay out. The 88 down as well. So we will go to the 2 guys that are still on track. Federico and Mudweiser. So Federico right now the race leader. And Mudweiser electing a safe and controlled entry to pit road. We will jump on to the 9 as he will be the race leader once these cars are all done getting their green flag service. Because right now, I do not know who's winning. So, that's what happens when you run a League of Customs. 12 of Mudweiser. Now off. 33 as well. Another custom that took the lead. Awesome. Might be this 5 of Dobbs, because I don't think he's made his pit stop yet. AC 19mm about ready to rejoin the track here. He's just getting done his service. On the bottom. Cars around on the bottom. Okay. Nasty pit exit by the 50 of Yokeman. This is the 5 of Dobbs still yet to come down, and that's how you know he's not yet made his pit stop. As look at just how quick the 45 able to get by. Besides that little wall bang right there. Oh, I thought Dobbs was going to try and come down pit road there. I'm like, oh boy. I actually don't think it's Tristan Dobbs. No, I think it is. We'll find out when the stage ends. Right now, about 3 laps to go. Or we'll be coming to 3 laps to go once the 5 crosses the line. We're actually going to try and see. So here's the 45. Yes, it is the 5 of Tristan Dobbs, who is your race leader. Excuse me. Now, 2 laps remain. So this might actually be the white flag. We're going to call this one the white flag, just to be safe. 1 lap to go for the 5 of Tristan Dobbs. There we go. We got audio again in the car. Now down the back straightaway. I really hope I'm guessing right here. I think I am. And I'm not. It is not the 9. It's not the 5. It is the 9. A Private Patton, who's actually a race leader. Glad I saw that. He will come out of turn 4. He will see the green and white checkered. And the 9 of Private Patton will win stage 1. So no, I was completely wrong, as Dobbs is still very much running a full lap. I'm glad I looked down and saw that, because that would have been disastrous. But no, Private Patton, your stage 1 winner with the 33 barreling down on him. And it looks like Federico might be your second place car at the end of that stage, with a JRC Indy coming through to finish 3rd. We'll get a full little rundown here. It is actually Indy 2nd, Federico 3rd, Involved 10th, 4th, Mudweiser rounds out your top 5, Sir Gillian 6th, 197th, Grizzle 8th, Dobbs was actually 9th, so I was way off. 10th is Solomero, Racer X 11th, Yokeman 12th, and JE Racing, the only car 1 lap down, in 12th. So we go to the 9 of Private Patton, and the 38 of JRC Indy will lead us to green for the start of stage number 2. Green flag back out. And 1-9 in the 45, back in it. We've seen him be able to quickly navigate through traffic to get back to the front. Now he has to do it marred in traffic. Ooh, Dobbs getting squirrely through 2. Everybody makes it through 1 and 2. A heavy block by Sir Gillians on the 57 in the back. Well, let's jump on with the 45 of 19 millimeters. He jumps up to 4th just by a nose on the back of the 33 of Federico. Oh, 19 having the run. They're 3 wide now, going for 2nd. They're 3 wide back there, going for 3rd. The 88 off the wall. He saves it, keeps it straight. Still 3 wide for 2nd. They're 4 wide behind. The 57 playing gutsy on the apron. The 33 with the crossover for 2nd. And meanwhile, while all this is going on, look at the lead the 9 of Private Patton has. And the help from the 38 gives Federico the edge going into 1. But Auto Club is a track where the high line can have its advantages. Contact with the 38. Here comes the 57. The gutsy apron riding. We saw it take a driver out. He makes it stick. And now fighting for the top 2. 19 trying to get gutsy on the high line. Can't make it work. The 33 right where he wants to be. And now the 5 of Tristan Dobbs is in the mix while the 45 falls. Side by side, 3 wide. Now just 2 wide as Tristan Dobbs and the 5 car goes through to 2nd. Meanwhile, the 45 went from fighting for 3rd to now trying to dodge Owen Grizzle. Caught up in it. Hard contact, the yellow flies. Wow-wee. What a stage 2 we already got on our hands. Everybody fighting for position except for your race leader, the 9, who is just watching his mirror, enjoying the show. I'm pretty sure that this 9 hasn't even broken a sweat while out in the lead yet. He has just been able to stay ahead of all the guys trying to get by him. Now, back to the front, the 45. Martin even deeper in the traffic. We'll see how he makes getting through it as the 9 and the 5 lead him to green. And now the 9 of Patton leads him into 1. The 38 of JRC Indy going to push him through to the lead and try and get himself through to 2nd. Meanwhile, back there, they're at 3 wide. And the 45 jumping up a spot or 2. Oh, Gillian's loose. Trying to get to the bottom. Indy trying to hold off the 5. Puts the block on Dobbs, and now 3 wide for 3rd. Federico slicing and dicing the 33 into 3rd. And Dobbs, who is in 2nd, falls to 4th. Falls to 5th, now fighting for the 4th spot. Now Indy with a run on the 9. Backing up the corner. A useful trick here at Auto Club is to back up that corner to allow yourself to get a heavier run through the middle and on exit. The only problem is that the 33 gave him a little bit of a shove. And now Indy putting the pressure on Private Patton. Federico. Oh, the 5 of Dobbs is around again. One car incident, though. The 9 continues to lead. Meanwhile, slowly but surely, this 45 of 19mm continues to go through. But meanwhile, we can't pay attention to that. Private Patton's in the wall. Multiple cars having to make evasive maneuvers on the 88, who got in the wall but kept it straight. And now we have a new race leader after already having a new race leader, the 33 of Federico, but Indy trying to do the crossover. Right now, though, just trying to keep the 9 at bay. Private Patton believes he's strong enough on the outside to be able to get by these two. He gets by the 38 who had to check up for the 33 of Federico. He drops that into third, and look who we got in fourth. But Sir Gillian's, and now the battle for the lead. The 9 of Patton to the inside. Here comes the 8 of J.E. Took a peek to the inside of Sir Gillian's. Couldn't make it work. Now the crossover. Side by side for the lead. Give this lap to the 33. A little bit of contact or side drafting, depending on how you want to look at it. 33 or 38. Tries to send the 9 into turn 1 to try and get a run on his inside. It would have worked, but he had the 33 right in front of him. Now we get to Gillians. Did not have the qualifying effort he wanted to. Started towards the back and now finds himself in third. Had an issue during qualifying of an overheating issue. Took a little tape off the nose of the car. And now all should be going well for that 29, and all is going well as he runs third. Little bit of a glitch right there. 33 tries to cut the 9's run off, but he only just helps him get back to his bumper. And Gillian's going to go with the 9. Try to give Patton the lead back, and he does. The 9 clear of the 33, but it puts Gillian's in a compromised position as the bottom. Still seems to be the line to beat as Gillians proves me wrong. Meanwhile, back up at the front, it is Federico back up at the lead. Playing leapfrog, the 9 and the 33 are. 15 laps complete. Here in stage 2, we got 13 to go. I was a little off on my math. And back there you see the 45 of 19mm up into 5th, now fighting for 4th with the 64 of Lord Grizzle. And the 9 to the inside of the 33 of Federico. Oh, here comes Grizzle getting a run to the outside. He's going to go with the 33 while the 45 goes with the 9. The outside will prevail here. Now that was a pretty steady corner had by all. Now the 9 going to look to the inside. Peek to the inside of the 33. Doesn't have the run he needs. The 45 will drop in line in 4th. Sir Gillians keeps the 29 in the top 5. Federico doing a really good job of keeping that 9 at bay. Federico has the preferred line, but the 9 has the preferred entry. Being able to arc the corner. You can't get it all the way down to the white apron, which is why they are so even right now, why they just can't seem to separate from each other. One has the preferred line, one has the preferred entry and exit. And 1-9 now joins the battle here. As he gets Federico the lead, he's trying to get himself second. He's got to get clear of the nose of the 9. And I believe he just by a hair is. The 9 not done fighting back on the outside yet. 1-9 trying to find himself a run. Oh, and Gillians elected to peek to the inside and also chose the side of caution and will remain behind the 45 as a pusher so as to not wreck everybody but the 9 and the 33 probably. But what a fight we have here in the top. What is it? 6, 7, top 5? 33 to the nose of the 45. An amazing fight here at Auto Club. .45 and the 33 having to check out the 9 and the 45 make contact. The 33 comes down. 964. Oh, there's a spin with the 9 and the 33. Oh no, Federico. Federico and Private Patton make contact on pit entry. That's going to ruin both of their drives right now in the second stage. 1-9 though. And Sir Gillians, I believe that's J.E. and involved tents behind him. 1-9. Woo! If Gillians didn't get a penalty, that was a hell of a pit entry. A gutsy, pit entry. Indy now back on track with Lord Grizzle there behind him. Now we go with the 38. Has to make his way all the way back around. This will be for position. And you see the 29. Oh no. 1-9. I believe might have been hit with a speeding penalty at the last second. And will not be a part of this 3-car fight for the stage win, as it is the 38 of J.R. Sandy. I can confirm that it is this 38 car who is broken away to the race lead, as the 9, the 33 wrecked on the entry to pit road. The 45 got a speeding penalty while he was on pit road. However, we are not done yet, as the 29 and the 64, Sir Gillians and Grizzle, have decided to team up, try and bring the stage fight to the 38. As we are coming now, 3 laps to go. 3 more times around for JRC Indy to get yet another stage win. As I believe it will be his second stage win of the season if he's able to pull this one out. It's a big if. But now the fight is to him. Here comes the 64 and the 29. We are 3 wide for the stage lead. The 38 backs up the corner. He's going to have the run on them both. The 29 throws a block. Unsuccessful. And now the 38 going to have a peek to the inside of Sir Gillian's. And now to the inside of the 64 with 2 laps remaining. He's going to get the 29, but the 64 he'll have to wait on. But now Sir Gillian's had a run. And now he elects to go with Indy instead of take the run. Ooh, a little bit of contact between the 29 and the 38. That gets them both squirrely, allowing the 64 to break away just a bit. Although the 38 still in the 64's draft. So this one is not over. 1 lap to go in stage 2. And Grizzle continuing to break away, and now the 29 to the inside of the 38. Lord Grizzle will come out of turn 4, and he will be your stage 2 winner. That is Lord Grizzle's 5th stage win. And the 9, we got the stage 1 win. Private Patton got his 5th stage win as well on the year. I just realized I was muted for all that. But yes, Gillians, I figured that out on my own, sir. But 3-car incident brings out the manual yellow. Thank you, Sid. Sydney M. Duncan in the chat. What's up, dude? But now as the cars come off of pit road, told you, I'm out of practice too. I'm rusty. I've been out for 2 weeks. So we'll be Indy Lord Grizzle, your front two, the 57 of Racer X and the 29 of Sir Gillians. Field getting all bundled up, pretending like they like each other. So 19mm gonna come make another pit stop. That's whack. And we're not going green? I have no idea, honestly. No, we are not going green. 19mm must have had an issue on pit road. Meanwhile, the rest of the field has such a cool view. But the rest of the field electing to wait another lap to go green. There's 19. He will rejoin the field and we will go green this time. Look at the tight bundle we got going on, and keep your eyes here on this number 9 sitting 6th. We still got plenty of time, and he is well aware of that. We'll jump on the look back cam from the 38 of JRC Indy, the control car. And green flag is back out. And the 9 sees clear racetrack ahead. The 38 checks up on the bottom. Here comes Private Patton to the outside. Through to second. And now has a run on Indy for the lead to the top down. Look at the run he has on entry. Indy, a bad 3 and 4. Look who else is on the rise. The 5 of Tristan Dobbs. The 9 of Patton to the lead. Oh, Dobbs. The 38. Contact again. Puts Dobbs into the wall. A little bit of heated driving there. The 5 feels he got pushed, or pinched, sorry, by the 38. Came down to retaliate, ends up putting him into the wall. So we go back to the front. 38 now trying to chase down the race leader, the 9. As Lord Grizzle and Federico run in the coattails. Meanwhile, the 45 of 19 millimeter has gotten that car up to 7. Well, the 38 putting the block to the 33. Federico not having it. Gotta be careful with that apron. 1-9 high through 3 and 4. Keeps it under him, but he loses a spot. 3 wide, the 57 and the 12 back here in the field. Mudweiser and Racer X. Now, Sir Gillians gets in on the 3 wide action, and 19 millimeter is going to clear the 29. Oh, but he gets loose through 2. 19, or sorry, not 19. Mudweiser in the 8. Mudweiser could not save the car. And the yellow flies. Man, you saw that 45 get real squirrely in that 3 wide out of 2. The 12 did his best to dodge it, but it was just too much correction for that car to handle. That brings out another yellow. And the 9, who was starting to drive away, is not liking having everybody back with him again. Now Patton and Grizzle gonna start us back up again. The laps continue to wind down as we go back green. 25 to go. The 9 through to the lead. Here comes the 33. Federico, the 5 of Tristan Dobbs, is back in the mix. Oh, the 33. Oh, contact! Big crash! Multiple cars. That's almost the entire field. Oh, no. Federico, trying to save the car, overcorrects it back up into the field. And that caught about, what, 7 cars? We got 13, only 4, 9 cars involved. The big one at Auto Club. That's crazy. Indy involved. Tristan Dobbs, 1-9. All big name drivers. And now it is Mudweiser who will start. Up +7. Did not come down that pit stop. That last time down, and elects to put the 12 into the lead. He's got top 5 speed, if not just a hair off. We'll see what he can do with that number 12 orange Ford. But it's the black and orange number 9 Chevrolet that's been the boss of the field all night. See the 33 dive into the bottom. Federico gets blocked by the 12. The 9 through to the lead. And put the 9 back up front. We got 20 laps remaining in this one. Federico trying to make the outside line work. Oh no, Indy's around! The 12 might also be! Can he save it? No! Thought he could. 2 separate incidents. Are they going to throw the yellow once they cross the line? Yes. So the manual yellow flies. I was wondering too, because I haven't gotten real acquainted with the rule book. So I thought if it was two separate one-car incidents that would negate the manual yellow, but apparently it doesn't. Now that just means more pit strategies as the laps will continue to wind down. 82 of 100 laps. Now 83 as they cross the line right about there. So now 83 laps complete of 100. We'll do the fun looking at Cam. And we'll see all the drivers. They come off of pit road. We'll also see this game's awesome pit road mechanics. Love to see it, love to see it. And it is the 9 winning the race off of pit road. 33 through to second. Pretty much about the same. No real craziness done on pit road. So we'll get this one going again with 84 laps complete. As any jingling you may hear is my producer jamming out in his little tunnel. So if you hear a little ring-a-ding-ding, just know that's my producer who's playful. Got them little playful eyes. What do we do under caution? We play with cats. And it looks like the 9 elects to take the outside, giving Lord Federico, the bottom. I don't know why I keep getting those two confused. But green flag is back out. The 9, a heck of a jump. 33 elects to shoot up to the top as well in front of the 24 of Salomero. Welcome to the top 5, the number 24. Oh, the 12 caught too much apron. He's around. Oh, boy. We got some blocking going on back here with 1-9 and Tristan Dobbs. You know 1-9 wants to get a shot at that lead, but time is now running out. For that 45, he needs to get past these 4 cars in front if he wants a shot at that number 9. He knows he has the speed. He just has to get there. Oh, and here comes Dobbs to the inside. And I might have to rethink his strategy. Getting held up by that line he was following, slowed him up and lost him 2 spots on track. Quick back to the bottom, cuts the nose off of the 8 of JE. Involved Tense gets through. And the 29 of Sir Gillian's falling through the field. A little bit of contact there. The producer is very playful. As look who's out front. The 24 of Solomero to the lead with 14 to go. What a sight to behold as you got the 64 pushing him down the backstretch. Everybody getting squirrely. Here comes the 5 of Dobbs. Underneath the 64. Now underneath the 24. Couldn't make the 24 move stick, or 64 move stick. Because now you got the 9 of Private Patton back in the mix. Side by side they go. 64 acting like it's a restrictor plate track, just blocking line to line. And the 5 able to get through to second. And now underneath the 64 goes Dobbs. 88 laps complete. On to lap 89, 12 to go, side by side for the lead. And 3 wide back there for what I believe is 8th. I don't know, I can't do math. It's actually 7. And it looks like 19mm might just have this one, as now this is a battle for 8th back there. That's a 3 wide battle for 8th. Meanwhile, the battle up at the front. Still not having a winner yet. Oh, the 45 gets really high back there. You always got to keep your eye off in the back in case somebody does some sketchy stuff. And that 45 was doing some sketchy driving right there. And it looks like the 33 going to cut underneath both the 64 and the 5. 3 wide for the lead with now the 5 on the outside. 3 wide now for second. Grizzle with help from the 9 back to the point. Now Dobbs and Patton side by side for third. As Federico through to second. And now going to dive it. To the bottom. Oh, Lord Grizzle gets wide. Or gets loose and up into the 5. It does not slow down Dobbs, though. He is still on the charge. But the draft help with the bottom keeps Dobbs at bay. Oh, the 9 going to jump up and block the 5. The 5 going to go underneath Patton. Or at least take a look to the inside. Patton we've seen be strong on the outside. To not only hold it, but to make a pass or two as well. And the 33 has to also play defense in his mirrors. Trying to keep the 5 of Dobbs back behind him. So we got 8 laps to go. Winding down fast as Federico, who he will be the first to admit has thrown more races away than he cares to admit, leads. With nobody helping the 9 and all the help going with the 33. All about consistency right now and blocking the lane that moves the fastest. Or really just protect the bottom and make them pass you on the outside. 7 to go. And we are still fighting for the lead. There is the 8 of JE Racing. I believe he's just coming off of pit road. I think these guys might just be able to make it to the end. We will see. But Federico still controlling the pace here. The lap car of the 8, depending on where he runs, might just be able to help out one of these guys by his draft alone. Meanwhile, the 45 back there of 19mm has not been able to catch these guys. Ooh, some weird glitchy stuff just happened right there. And that just shot Federico out to a huge lead. And now all the side-by-side racing has gone mute. As we got coming to 5 laps to go. The 33 on pit road. The 64 inherits the race lead. Will we see these guys come down pit road? I honestly don't know. I was a little shocked. I'm getting no indication of coming down pit road from the 64 who I'm following, who is right now fighting for the lead on the outside of the 9. And there you see more guys coming down pit road. We might just see these guys make a late stage pit stop or fuel stop. They will. They do have to come down to make one last little squirt of fuel into the car to just get it to the finish. Ada JE letting the leaders go by. The 64 might be hitting the pits this time by. He does not have enough fuel to make it to the end. The 9 electing everybody else but the 64. He's going to push it till the very end until he's on spots. He wants to literally take a turkey baster of fuel in that 64. There is the 38 of JE Racing. The 64, though, is still currently your race leader. Oh, these two are fuel saving like a biatch, dude. Oh, man. But right now, the 33 and the 88. And the 64 of Lord Grizzle now on pit road. Budweiser not going to be able to make it to the end. JRC Indy is literally just putting his fucking car around Auto Club. Because right now I have no idea who is your race leader. As literally Grizzle just took a turkey baster of fuel. 3.2 second stop. As I believe it is this 38 of JRC Indy. And it is. That means that this is the white flag. 1 lap to go. Indy looking for his first win. He needed to save 3 laps of fuel. He's got a stage win, multiple top 5s. Just does not have the race win. Oh, and I think he's out. The 38 is out. The 12 is out. And now it is these two fighting for the win side by side. The 64 and the 9. To the line. The 9 of Private Patton. Oh my gosh. Grizzle pinched him up against the wall, but not enough. The 9 of Private Patton, your race winner. His third win on the year at Auto Club. And boy, we saw it all. We saw JRC throw caution to the wind. He wanted his first win of the year that bad. He crossed the line Greg Biffle style. Man, oh man. What a drive by the 9 and the 64. Gillians will finish third. 19mm comes home with a top 5, finishing fourth. And then, rounding out the top 5 is Federico. 6th, Involved 10. 7th, Slow Moreau. 8th, JE Racing Racer X. 9th, and Mudweiser rounding out your top 10. 1-9, though, did get the fastest lap of the race. So there is also that. But, man, what a drive by these guys tonight. Shout out to Betty White running from the grave, running a Talladega lobby. So definitely shout out to the late, great Betty White. But that will do it for us here. We hope that was a good enough show for you after a 2-week hiatus, or at least on the YouTube side of things. They did race last week. It was Digibuds getting the win. But we saw a hell of a finish tonight for the win at Auto Club, side by side, between Lord Grizzle and Private Patton. Private Patton getting the nose on him for his third win of the year. We hope to see you next week for the start of the playoffs, which will begin at Bristol for the round of 12 next Monday the 6th, I believe. Yes, I think. We're going to go with it. But we hope to see you guys there for hopefully another action-packed race. But that will do it for us tonight. We hope you enjoyed yourself. I am Walbridge, and I'm signing off. Good night, everybody.